So here we are on the job. I got 40 bales of straw to turn this muddy mess into something that we can work in. One of the worst parts about starting a new house in the winter is not the cold, but the fact that every time it rains, we lose like a week waiting for it to dry out. See, as the plants die, especially the grasses, the roots aren't sucking up moisture out of the ground. So every time it rains, that water just sits there and sits there and sits there. And it makes our job site a muddy mess if we don't take care of it. And so what I'm doing today is I'm spreading straw around the building site to help dry out the mud and give ourselves some paths to walk around without getting 30 pounds of mud all over our boots. That's gonna help just enough, hopefully, to get this house out of the ground so that we can keep on moving into spring. Nobody wants to work in the mud, and when you're building in the winter, it's almost inevitable. Every time it rains, we lose like a week waiting for it to dry out. So what I'm doing today is I picked up a load of 40 straw bales from Lowe's Home Improvement, and now I'm spreading them all over the build site to make sure that we have paths to walk around and work. That's gonna save a whole lot of time and misery working in the winter. You can see all this mud right here has caved in where the footing trench got really deep and steep. And so I'm gonna scrape all this out so we can get a break points and have a nice clean and clear footing. One of the things over there that you can see is Drew scraped a little tail ditch level to the top of the footing so all the water could drain off the footing when it rains. If you have a trench and your footing doesn't come up to the top of your trench, then that dirt's gonna become a dam if you're not careful. So you really wanna make sure to have a tail ditch on the low end of your footing so that water can drain off the footing and you don't have to sit here with a pump and pump water out of your footing trench before you can stack block or do anything else. We've got just minor bits of pooling, you know, a ½ inch. I'm gonna get that out when I scrape the mud out of here. And we got some dry weather coming up this week, so I am really looking forward to getting this next phase going, and I think we're gonna be able to do it with the help of a little bit of straw and some clear weather coming up. So that's about it for now. We just gotta make sure this site is looking good and that everybody that works out here is happy and comfortable. That's gonna mean that things are getting done fast and with a better degree of quality. So I hope this was helpful, and thanks for tuning in. As always, y'all, peace.
I grew up in a place where they told you what to chase, told you how to run the race. Every move was on the page, but I didn't like their way. Had to fight and misbehave, had to find a way to change, had to leave to find my way. Caught up in a daydream, I beat my mind up there almost daily. It's how I pass time, no opinions safely. It's how I understand what I want in this place, see. Cause everybody wanna tell you bad things, what could go wrong, what fame brings. But success is a finicky thing, and if you ain't sure, no, it'll never be. I don't wanna let myself